Well, it's Saturday afternoon in the neighborhood, and we've had a good day today. Hope you have. Wonder, have you had any problems lately? Anything come up you couldn't solve right away, or you wondered how it was going to be taken care of? We all do. We all have problems from time to time, unexpected circumstances, unexpected happenings in our lives that cause us concern sometimes. We'll talk about that tonight and see if you have really thought about what we're thinking about in regard to the problems that we face day by day.
In my devotional today in Jesus Calling, it was interesting to me. We had talked with some friends who are really struggling with some issues from chemo and medication and so forth, and you want so badly for things to go smooth and them not to have any side effects and so forth, but there have been some that's been a little discouraging. But in my devotional it said, do not long for the absence of problems in your life. This is an unrealistic goal, since in this world you will have trouble. You have an eternity of problem-free living reserved for you in heaven. Rejoice in that inheritance, which no one can take away from you.
Amen.
It says, begin each day anticipating problems, asking me to equip you for whatever difficulties may come. The best equipping is the peace that you get living in my presence.
You know, that's interesting, honey, because we know He's there, and we know that He has promised to take care of us, and yet so many times when problems come, we don't think about asking Him to help us.
Yeah.
As your devotional said there, ask me to equip you for whatever's difficult.
Yeah,
Amen?
exactly. It says, my hand that never lets go of yours. Discuss everything with me. This is Jesus talking. Take a lighthearted view of trouble, seeing it as a challenge that you and I together can handle. Remember that I'm on your side, and I have overcome the world. And then in John 16:33, it says, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. And another in Isaiah 41:13, for I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you. And then Philippians 4:13, that I have loved for many, many years for some personal reasons. It says, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me.
Amen.
And so, yeah, we have troubles and trials and difficulties, but we also have a mighty God who holds our hand and carries us through the difficult times.
You know, as we were talking to our friends today that are going through that difficult time, we wanted to be an encouragement, and so we mentioned again that we know God is with us and that He's able to take care, and He knows before we go through these problems what's coming our way. But even in knowing all that, sometimes it's still difficult in the flesh for us to reason as to why it has to happen to us. It's like you said, Jesus talking there, speaking there, said, don't be surprised that you're going to have problems in this life,
Right.
in this world. And we should understand that as God's people, if we know His Word, we know that we are going to have trouble in the world. He had trouble in the world. The world hated Him. He said, don't be surprised if they hate you. He said, listen, don't worry about it, the difficulties, because be of good cheer, for I've overcome the world, as you read. We have a God who is able, we know that, but still sometimes it's hard to recognize and understand exactly who He is, where He is, and what He can do for us.
That's right.
I was reminded of an old hymn that we used to love to sing that says, just when I need Him most. Listen to the words of this, written by William Poole and also by music by Charles Gabriel. Listen, it says, just when I need Him, Jesus is near. Just when I falter, just when I fear. Ready to help me, ready to cheer, just when I need Him most. Just when I need Him, Jesus is true, never forsaking all the way through, giving for burdens, pleasures anew. Jesus, just when I need Him most. Just when I need Him, Jesus is strong, bearing my burdens all the day long. for all my sorrow, giving a song, just when I need him most. And then finally in verse 4 it says, just when I need him, he is my all, answering when upon him I call, tenderly watching lest I should fall, just when I need him most. Let me emphasize 4 words there. In the first verse it says, just when I need him, Jesus is near. When I falter, when I fear, he's there to help me. Then it says, just when I need him, Jesus is true. He will never forsake us. He's going to be there. He promised to lead us all the way through. And then just when I need him, Jesus is strong. Aren't you glad to know tonight that there's no problem that we face in this life that he's not able to take care of if we'll turn it over to him? And when we share our burden with him, he says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for my burden is easy and the yoke is light. He promises that when he's carrying it with us, it won't be nearly as hard on us as it could have been. And then the last verse says, just when I need him, he is my all, answering whenever I call. There's no problem that we ever face that we should not call on our God and ask him to help us, because he's promised to do that, and he's able to do that, powerful enough to help us, just when we need him most. You know, that's what I was referring to earlier, honey. We don't normally think about when the problem comes. We look around and say, well, how do we get rid of this? What do we do? What's going on? We don't think about the fact that when we need him most during a time of trouble or problem, he's there. He's there with us, near. He's always so strong. He's also true, and he's also all that we could ever want. What wonderful words there in the song to encourage us. Let's sing the chorus of that as we go our way tonight. Listen, I hope whatever you're facing, you turn it over to the Lord. I trust that tonight you might understand that calling on him is important, and asking him to help you. We'll never be without problems, but he's assured us that he'll make a way in any situation whereby we can be helped.
It's hard to look at situations and people that are struggling and sick and, you know, having a difficult time when you're praying and asking that they be okay and it doesn't happen like you want it to. It's sometimes hard, and you lose sight of the fact that, Jesus, I know you're there. I know you could fix it, but for whatever reason, you've not taken care of it in the way we want. That's where I have to stop and remember that my ways are not his and my thoughts are not his. And
that's true.
And just continue to trust. And
he knows so much better what we need than we do, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't understand that. Well, let's sing that chorus as we close down. I hope you'll have a good evening, and I hope you'll turn your problems and troubles over to the Lord and let him carry them with you. It'll make a difference. You'll find you feel better about it, and you'll certainly find it's easier to bear that burden when he's carrying it with you.
Just when I need him most, just when I need him most, Jesus is near to comfort and cheer, just when I need him most. Could we sing that one more time? I just think that I need to. Just when I need him most. Just when I need him most. Just when I need him most. Jesus is near to comfort and cheer. Just when I need him most. God bless you. Have a good night. Hope to see you tomorrow on Encouragement with the Johnsons. And happy Mother's Day to you ladies out there. Hope it's a great day.
Yes, have a great day.